6:30 KHOW. We are making our way through a Friday edition of the show, talking about the government shutdown and how these politicians are acting. Inspired a blogger and middle child to come up with a possible solution. Joining me this morning, Bruce Hopman, who has created the Middle Child Party. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Mandy. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for being here. As a fellow middle child myself, Bruce, when I got your email about how you're viewing the congressional shutdown, I completely identified and thought you were right. But explain it to my listening audience.
Well, it's really easy. I mean, like a lot of people, I was growing really frustrated about what seems to be Congress's total inability to get anything done. And that was before the shutdown. Then the shutdown happened, and I realized what the problem is. Now, a lot of people complain that, politicians act like children, and that's okay. We expect politicians to act like children. They're acting like the wrong type of children, though. Politicians need to act more like middle children. If anybody knows about not getting everything you want, and that's what politics is about. It's about compromise. If anybody knows about not getting everything you want, it's a middle child. So the politicians need to think and approach these problems more like a middle child would. It's really simple. So I formed the Middle Child Party. Now,
Bruce, obviously you are a middle child because only a middle child could have come up with this. But what is it about middle children or being a middle child? You've been blogging about this stuff for a long time. You've got a very funny Twitter account. And what inspired you to start talking about the poor put upon? I like to call it the unloved middle child. That's what I always refer to. I'm the unloved middle child. There you go.
There are lots of things you could put in front of that middle child that would describe it. It's not, nobody loves being a middle child, but this is the thing. This is what experts say about middle children. They say that since we feel our older and younger siblings get special treatment, we learn early on how to negotiate for what we want. I think that's probably true. We're stuck in the middle. We see what goes on both sides of us, and we're just trying to find, the older sibling wants something, the younger sibling wants something. We just want some attention. So we try to find a way, we negotiate. Now, they also say that we're agreeable, we're diplomatic, we're compromising, we handle disappointment well, and we have realistic expectations. Now, if those aren't qualities that we should be looking for in our politicians, I don't know what is. So I think the solution is we need to try to get either more middle children. Forget about Democrat, forget about Republican. Middle child is the key. That's what the Middle Child Party is about. Let's get more politicians, more middle children politicians in Washington, or at least get a middle child mindset going on in Washington.
So are you saying that when we begin to sort of evaluate our candidates for office, one of our questions on, those standard media questionnaires that you send out getting policy positions, we should be asking, are you a middle child? What is your birth order position?
First question, are you a middle child?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, then you could think about it.
Now,
or do you have middle child sympathies? Do you think like a middle child? That's going to be the key. I'm telling you. Now, I want you to know, I'm serious about this. Well,
you're serious-ish.
Yeah, serious-ish about this. I know that to be a serious political party, you need to have a mascot. Now, I know the Democrats have their donkey. And by the way, the Republicans have their elephant. Neither of those make any sense. The Middle Child Party, our mascot is the monkey, and I've chosen the monkey because we are the monkeys in the middle. So it actually makes sense. So we have our own mascot. And by the way, you can check out everything you want to know about the party, about the Middle Child Party, at the blog. It's smackdabblog.com, or as you said, follow on Twitter at MidKidMusings. You'll see the logos. You'll see everything we're doing to try to get this going. So, we have our mascot. We also, because if you want to be a serious political party, you got to have some union support. We have the full support of the International Middle Child Union. Now, full disclosure, I am also the founder of the International Middle Child Union, but that's not the point, really. We've got a union that's behind us. And, Mandy, I don't know if you are a member of the union, but
I am not. And I will honestly tell you, I'm not much of a union sympathizer, but this is the kind of union I can get behind.
Oh, yeah. No, you got to go. You go to the blog. Please check it out. We'd love to have you on. You'd be like our first celebrity middle child. So
well, I'd say like an E-list, F-list celebrity. Don't get excited with the celebrity. Put air quotes around the celebrity. I do actually love, and I'm going to put a link to your blog and everything on my blog so people can find it at KHOW.com. I do kind of love the logo for the Middle Child Party, and I'm wondering when are the T-shirts coming out?
Right? Yeah. I really try not to commercialize this. I don't want people to think I'm
commercialize it, because I seriously would buy this shirt right now. I would buy it and wear it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It took me 15 minutes. So there are some now. I realize, we're kind of new. I've never been the head of a political party before, so I'm kind of new to this. But we need policies that we support. So I just wanted to get some out there and bounce some off of you. I know you talk about this all the time on your show. So tell me, I think the middle child, we are in full support of marriage between two middle children. I think that's a good one.
I think that's a safe one, yeah, because then what an agreeable couple you'd have there, won't you? Just an easygoing,
No, either way. No, you can. Yeah, nothing. Well, actually, yeah, that might be too much agreement going on.
Yeah.
Okay. As far as education policy, the No Middle Child Left Behind Act, I think we're going to get fully behind that.
I think that's great. No middle child left, because in all honesty, it is the middle children. Those are the ones that get left behind on school trips. Those are the ones that get left behind at Disney World.
Tommy's on the bus. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I also think that this is a broader, much more far-reaching goal. I would like to declare that is our goal to have a middle child on the moon by the end of the decade. I don't know, maybe we already had one, but it just sounded like a good thing to have.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you, and I know this is a little tongue-in-cheek, a little bit on the cheeky side that you're doing this, but it is so funny when you look at what's happening in D.C. and you think to yourself, the middle child party actually makes a lot of sense.
I don't want to get political, oddly. I'm not taking sides, but I will say yesterday after the meeting, and I saw Eric Cantor coming out and talking. If he didn't sound like a middle child, I don't know who did. And by the way, he is. He's a smack dab middle child. Now, there's varying degrees of middle childness. There's the firstborn and the lastborn, and there's everybody in the middle who could literally be considered a middle child. And then there are the smack dab middle children, the one who are like, the second of three, or the third of
I am
five.
a smack dab middle child.
So am I. Yeah, we're the hardcore.
Yeah. All those other poser middle children, all those who have multiple brothers and sisters, they don't count.
By the way, we welcome into the fold. They're welcome to join the union. The union is open to anyone who knows a middle child or has ever felt like a middle child. And actually, right now in this country, I think the politicians have done a great service to the middle child, because you always hear people saying, oh, it must be awful to be a middle child. I would hate to be a middle child. What would that feel like? Now we all know what it feels like to be a middle child. We've got people arguing on one side of us, people arguing on the other side, and nobody's getting what they want. So we all feel like middle children thanks to the politicians.
Well, you know what? I'm looking at your blog, smackdabtheblog.blogspot.com, and I had no idea that the man that every single person in Denver loves right now is a middle child, Peyton Manning.
Oh, sure.
I didn't even think about that.
Special report on you go. I just purchased my first domain name, so you can go to just smackdabblog.com. A lot easier. You'll find lots of interesting stuff there about middle children that you didn't know. And like I said, we've all felt like a middle child at some point in our life. We've all felt like left out, ignored, left behind. The one who didn't get seatbelted into the middle seat in the back of the car. So if you ever felt that way, lots of middle child sympathizers out there. Join the middle child party. Join the middle child union. Give us a little attention, please. Come on. You've got a radio show. You get it every day, so at least, you're getting fulfilled a little.
Can you explain the concept of a birth order bigot to me real quick?
Well, yes. At first, and it really applied just to middle children, I felt that since I was the, one smack dab in the middle, anybody else who claimed to be a middle child really wasn't. It was like, no, you can't be. I'm a middle child. You're the second of seven, and you're telling me you're a middle child? And then I realized I had my thinking evolved, and I said, yes, you know what? Because the firstborn, they get such special treatment, and the babies get such special treatment, everybody in between really is a middle child also. So at first I was a little bigoted in my middle child.
So you were only concerned about the smack dab middles, and now you broadened it.
I was only thinking of myself.
Yeah.
And that was wrong.
Well, you were acting like a firstborn or an only child. What can I say?
Like too many in Washington.
Yeah. Now, how can people get more information, again, about the Middle Child Party? It's awesome. Please let me know when you make the T-shirts. I really want one.
Please, you can go to smackdabblog.com. or you can follow on Twitter at MidKidMusings. And anything you want to know about the party will be there. I think we'll start putting up some of our planks to our platform and see if we can get some response. And
well, Bruce, I registered to vote yesterday, and oddly, Colorado does not have an official chapter of the middle child party for me to register in. So you're going to need to work on that.
Find out how the Tea Party did this.
Yeah.
That happened kind of quick. And, I know we're just 3 days old, but I thought it would have spread already by now.
Like wildfire, my friend, like wildfire. Bruce Hopman, you are hilarious, and I love this whole concept of the middle child party, and I think it's a great idea, and I will do my dead level best to spread the word to other middle children throughout the nation.
I'm making the middle child power signal right now, Mandy, and I don't know what that is, but as soon as I figure one out, I'll let you know what it is. But we are together in middle childness.
I actually think it should be 3 fingers held up because you got the middle child in the middle a little bit higher than the other 2.
Oh, how about 3 fingers held up and then you put 2 of them down, but just leave the middle one up?
Oh, wait, I think that already represents something else.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Kind of missed that one. Bruce Hopman with the middle child party. I appreciate your time this morning, sir.
Thank you, Mandy.
No problem. Have a great day. We'll be right back after we check in with Pat Woodard, giving the middle child symbol over there. Middle child symbol over there.